AFCON is what the founders of football had in mind when they invented football. No tacticals, no inverted goalkeeper and false defender nonsense. Just raw football, kicking and going. If a defender misses the ball, he gets the striker.
Yeah.
Can't miss both. Pure entertainment.
Welcome back to another special edition of the WildCard show. My name is Venant and I'm joined by
Nyaassh is presenting millions of Arsenal fans.
Kobe Mino's bigger brother, Brian Waudo.
And a very lacking sleep G Money. But here we are.
Wow.
Yeah.
So guys, how have you been?
I've been okay. I've been enjoying the Africa Cup of Nations. I've been enjoying the break from Arsenal. Honestly, I feel like it's been very welcome.
I've missed the Premier League, man.
Yeah, I've missed the Premier League too, but Arsenal, we were in a state where it was kind of becoming toxic. So
What the?
Toxic?
Toxic
Wait,
in what
yeah.
sense?
Why won't people think it's toxic?
No, it was becoming toxic.
In what
It was
sense?
headed there, like the L's and just the whole banter coming along with
I
it.
keep on telling you, Arsenal fans are their own worst enemies.
No,
What
like
toxic how?
no, like it was becoming toxic. It
No,
wasn't that.
no.
It
You
wasn't
guys
there.
went to Dubai, came back, won 5-0.
Yeah.
And now I on a break.
So
No
it's cool.
toxicity.
Yeah,
No, but
I'm
see-
saying before we went to the break.
All right,
Yeah.
I don't want to. See, I only came here to sit down and get and get the.
You
and
already
get the,
riled
and get-
up.
I only came to get the appearance fee.
Yeah,
And now
You already
getting riled up
and
already.
now we're here. Arsenal fans
Yeah.
need to just chill. Like end of the day, it's like I feel that Arsenal fans feel like their team should not ever lose a football match.
Yeah.
There's no team on this planet that you know that
Can't lose a
that
match.
Can't lose a match.
Yeah.
So when you think about where we're coming from to where we are now,
Yeah.
it's been consistent progress.
Yes, it has.
Even if Arsenal don't win the Premier League this season, it's still
Still be
consistent
progress. Yeah.
The guys need to just chill, man.
But those L's were coming way back to back and poor performances, and you got the talent. You're like,
Fam,
nah.
how many times have you texted somebody's DM and they haven't responded and you're still alive? You're still here.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, man.
What about you, Waudo? How have you been? Yeah.
Men have been happy. As usual, the dark horses of the tournament, DR Congo, are in the quarterfinal.
Okay.
I told you guys, watch out for the likes of Wissa and Chancel Mbemba. And of course, United are into the next round of the FA Cup. Happy. But then happy we won, but then there's still a lot for me to say. A lot.
Yeah.
I'm just following you guys, by the way.
I'll get there.
Were you happy with the performance you saw from specifically Manchester United?
Hell no.
I mean, it's Newport County.
Yeah.
Guys like Casemiro and Varane, who've won 5 Champions League, shouldn't be playing against Newport County. Like, we went full strength, and yet we were struggling to beat Newport County.
Yeah.
I mean, we won the game via individual brilliance. We should be battering the likes of Newport County, in my opinion. The fact that Ahmad didn't get any game time pisses me off. And you have to sit with the likes of Anthony, Garnacho still working on his finishing touches,
Yeah.
Hoyland getting no service. Too much, man.
Didn't Anthony celebrate for scoring against Newport County?
Yeah.
Big celebration.
You'd have thought he scored against Champions League side. Like it was just
come
all over.
on,
But then
guys.
again, it's his first goal since April last year. So
Really?
yeah. So it kind of makes
His
sense.
first goal since April.
Yeah. I
Yes.
don't, has he been playing
Versus
football?
Nottingham.
Yeah, he has, of course. Aside from the goal cases,
Dude
he has
is
been
2
playing
months
football.
shy of clocking a year without a goal. That's
Jesus Christ. But
insane.
although I am happy that the fact we've signed Omar Bernard from Man City, he's coming in to be our CEO. So hopefully the scouting, I think he's the inside man.
Yeah.
He knows where Pep will live.
Yeah.
He knows what players City want
He
to get,
knows
so he can bring them.
charges.
Yeah,
the
115
115
charges. Let him bring them to Manchester in our rebuilding.
You couldn't do it on your own, so you had to get your neighbors. It's all right. It makes sense.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling about AFCON? I saw this quote on Twitter yesterday. I wanted to share it with you guys, and I think this sums up AFCON.
Yeah.
Okay.
AFCON is what the founders of football had in mind when they invented football. No tacticals, no inverted goalkeeper and false defender nonsense. Just raw football,
yeah.
kicking and going. If a defender misses the ball, he gets the striker.
Yeah.
Can't miss both. Pure entertainment.
And
I
also
agree,
the fans.
man. I
And
do
also
get-
the fans.
Yeah. And the
You know,
energy.
This AFCON for me, has been very, very interesting. Like I haven't watched it as much as I'd have liked to have, but the games that I've watched have actually been quite exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
High energy. Like for example, I'm happy that Egypt are out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very happy. That,
Yeah.
Now we just need to work. Is Morocco still in?
Yeah,
we
yeah,
need to
yeah,
work on Morocco.
Yeah.
I want those Arabs out. I want them out.
No, they're having it rough. It's only Morocco now. Like all the others are out.
Yeah.
And I agree with no tactics, nothing, just pure football.
Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was watching the Equatorial Guinea versus Guinea,
Bastard.
and there's this Fede Borico, he made a tackle on a Guinea player. I'm like, yay!
This is Africa.
Yo, this is Africa.
our
You
business.
know, like, yeah, it's been exciting, thrilling, entertaining. It's everything that we've been wanting to see now. An African tournament, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, good. But I feel like it's really been entertaining to watch. The matches that I've watched have been super entertaining. I'm happy.
And loads of goals. And VR is working.
The
Like,
VR way, it's working better than the Premier League.
Yeah. I think every other VR works better than the Premier League.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
You know what I mean?
Are we happy with our teams so far? Because me, I'm Team Nigeria. Bado tuko hapo ndani. I'm happy we eliminated Cameroon by the way.
Si tuko ndani.
See, that's bad. Now mnaturudishia Onana. Why are you bringing Onana back?
No,
But
no, no.
Onana's cousin was the one who's playing.
Either way,
Alion,
family of
Why are we still
failures.
blaming Onana?
You guys need Onana back. You guys held him for the FA Cup against Wigan. You need the guy. And then you had, what was the name of this backup goalkeeper?
Altair Bayende.
I can't even pronounce that.
So your backup keeper played against
Against Newport County and conceded two. So we can't even tell if he's good enough. And Onana is already back.
Was
Onana's
Onana in there?
back.
Was he in the match they scored?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Come on.
I thought you would feature.
But Bernard, you are fully on this Nigeria cycle.
Yeah, since day one.
Osimhen will lead them to the trophy.
More than just Osimhen. Like, did you watch the game?
Against Cameroon, of course.
Yeah.
Of course
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys were, it's like you aren't happy with Cameroon going back.
All I'm saying is, I'd say Nigeria is the Man United of AFCON.
Yo.
Like,
Right.
they're just vibes.
Vibes.
They're just vibes. Because I believe they are talented in attack.
Hold on,
the likes of Iwobi.
hold that thought.
Yes.
Are you guys still sponsored by Sportpesa? Or because me, I'm trying to secure my appearance. If there's no Sportpesa, I don't get paid. So I'm just trying to find. Are you?
Yes, we still are.
Okay, well then do it.
Yeah,
man.
you know what?
Do
it's
the
so-
thing.
Speaking of Sportpesa, thank you for bringing this up. There's Seven Circuit in Kenya is
sir.
coming back. And by the way,
Yes.
the World Series Sevens has been going on.
Okay.
But of course, you're not there as Kenya, so it's been going on. But the Seven Circuit in Kenya is coming back. It's kicking off.
Sportpesa.
Sponsored by Sportpesa. It's actually called Sportpesa Sevens.
Yes.
Circuit in Kenya, and it's kicking off.
Christmas, right? Is the first one?
Chris
I
is
think
the
Chris is
first
the
one.
first one.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that they've dropped the TISAP one from Eldoret and moved it back to Kakamega.
Yeah.
I don't know what rugby was doing in Eldoret.
They don't do
Hey,
rugby
Eldoret,
there.
love you guys.
Yeah.
But if it was tracks and running and all that stuff,
Yeah.
But
It's okay.
rugby,
Nah.
back to Kakamega.
Welcome back, man. Because of course, Kabras, that's their home ground.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always packed every time they play.
True.
And now we want to see if Kabras can actually dethrone KCB as the champs, man. Because it's always those two teams anyway.
I've had a very rugby-filled weekend.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I went to watch a game. I actually went to watch a game in the School Championship or the Nationwide, whatever, the second tier.
Yeah.
I went to watch South Coast Pirates versus Daystar.
Oh, really?
And yeah, Daystar, they have this guy in there called Patrick Odongo. I think he plays for the national team.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
Wait, it wasn't that much.
they need to call him Speedy Gonzalez or Roadrunner. My God, that guy
That
is
dude
fast.
is rapid.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
actually, for the funny thing, and I'm glad that Sportpesa are back behind rugby because I realized to myself, why haven't I done this for such a long time?
Yeah.
Because I really used to enjoy going to matches when homeboys had a good team. so I really, no, come
Yeah,
on.
it's okay to
Can
put
we
it out
talk about
there.
that? Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I know it's the wild card, but like, you know, I feel like I need to tell you guys who follow rugby now.
true.
Homeboys used to have a really good team.
Yeah.
So back in the day when Homeboys was like whapping up guys.
Now
like-
they just
like-
have a team.
Like Nondis and those guys.
Yeah.
Now we're just there.
It's just a team.
Yeah, it's just a team. But
Yeah.
I'm actually I want to get more involved in the Sportpesa Sevens. I want to go to as many of the games. Driftwood, we have to do Driftwood.
Yeah.
By the way, Sportpesa, I mean it's not my show, but I would suggest that we do the WildCard live from Driftwood Sevens in Mombasa.
Okay.
That would be
Make it happen.
fantastic.
That would be nice.
Dope.
That would be dope.
And
Yeah.
do you have a team that you're supporting?
In Sevens,
Yeah.
I'm not supporting Nondis.
Are you supporting Homeboys?
Any team but
Revive the
Any
homeboys
team,
team.
no,
Revive the Homeboys team.
Actually,
Yeah.
Actually, no. I actually don't mind non-Ds. But the only team that I just want these guys to win, is KCB.
Yeah.
My God, I hate those guys.
Those guys are just too good, man.
No, they're too arrogant.
Because they're good. They know it. Because they're
No,
good.
they're good, but they're on the downward decline now. It's Kabras' time. Kabras' time. Kabras beat some team this week at 88-3.
Yeah.
Why do you even go to the
Like,
field?
yeah. Like, that's a 7 score.
Like, what do you do? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Exposure.
87 nil.
Yes.
So,
The first week.
by the way, let me tell you, if you play them against Kabras in the 15th, just stay home.
Quit.
It's
Forfeit.
Yeah, fulfilled.
But as long as KCB don't win 7th, and I'm going on record as saying, as long as KCB do not win the Sportpesa 7s, I'm happy.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Personally, I have a soft spot for Kabras as far as 7s goes. Kabras, because I was in Kakamega for like 3.5 years, I watched them a lot. But I also have a soft spot for Black Blood.
Okay.
Because they represent my former campus. So
Okay.
Okay.
Pick up yourself, man. Like, so I'm looking forward to that, to the sport. But now that we're on the inside,
Yeah.
I really think that it'd be good to go to Driftwood 7 with the wild card. Yay!
Should be fun.
Yeah,
Should
man.
be fun.
Back to the matter at hand.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of now these great teams that we do have, this is something I was just thinking about this last week. What's happening to our AFCON greats? Because when you look at this tournament, so far Egypt is out. Like most of these big teams are out already.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what could have happened? Because you look at a team like Cameroon, for example.
Yes.
I was there when they played Senegal in the 2002 AFCON final and they went till last minute.
Yeah.
You know, and both teams were great because I remember Senegal went ahead to 2002 World Cup quarterfinal.
Yeah.
And it was just beautiful to watch.
Yes.
To now, where now just Cameroon is just Ivory Coast is hosting the
tournament.
AFCON, but they're among the first people to go home.
Yeah.
Ivory Coast is among the best teams.
Yeah, and I think also like we see the Ghanas, the Algerias, and those teams.
Tunisia.
Tunisia's going home early.
Yeah.
I just think it's good for the game. I think at the end of the day, like I feel that this AFCON, I feel it can be won by someone you just don't literally expect. It's like anybody's, because I can't even tell a lie. Some of these teams, like Equatorial
Guinea,
and them are there. I didn't even remember that. And Cape Verde are still in the
tournament,
right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, fam, the only thing I've ever heard about Cape Verde is that it's a beautiful place to go for vacation.
Yeah.
That's it. So I'm happy to see the minnows and the smaller countries, the smaller footballing nations rather, of Africa having such a good run. And I think also, you know, one of the big things that I realize with so many of these big teams is that they don't transition in terms of their squads as quickly as they should.
Yeah.
So you'll find that a player who's a legend will be in that team for 10 years. Whereas these smaller guys are chap, change until they find. I mean, if you look how DRC
Yes,
have been
are
playing.
moving. Yeah, by the way.
They're playing ball, you know. So I think it's the year of the underdog, and I honestly believe that, like, I really hope that one of the teams that nobody expects to win it is winning. And I'm glad Ghana went home because Ghana, I think, is one of the. I think Ghana. I like Ghana, by the way. But if you're watching this in Ghana,
say the truth,
same
G.
old
Say
G.
the truth.
Yeah.
But I think Ghana epitomizes one of those teams that has not transitioned the way they should, like, you know,
From
like,
the Ayu brothers,
from the Ayu brothers
yeah,
to the
yes.
new, you know.
Kudus.
So yeah, you know.
Because if you look at like Ghana, guys like Inaki, is it Inaki William? Like he doesn't perform in Ghana, but once he goes back to the club, he goes in and knocks Barcelona out and he scores fantastic goals. So I always feel like the smaller teams, like you're saying, they have planned themselves a bit better. Like the football structures in their country, they are well laid out, and so their talent is a bit better now than used to be before.
Yes.
Like if you look at a team like Mauritania, they went ahead and progressed to the round of 16 in a group that had, I think, Tunisia.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Tunisia, they're
knocked out in the groups.
yeah, they're big dogs. They've done that. But Mauritania has been planning for football to grow in their country since 2010. So they laid out the structures, they made training capacities and training centers. And it's been going on like that. So they progressed. They qualified, I think, 2015. Then they came back in 2021. Now they're in 2023.
Right.
And they're in the round of 16. So there's progress there.
progress,
So I think teams are, the quality of football in Africa is growing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Personally, on my perspective, I think apart from Senegal, the likes of Morocco, Algeria, Egypt, I feel like they come back to Africa and feel like they deserve to be shown respect by these lower ranked countries in terms of FIFA rankings.
Yeah.
Because Morocco, you make it to the World Cup semi-final, but once you come to AFCON, like G said, no tactics, no nothing. You're fighting on the pitch.
Yeah.
We are not sitting here. There's no inverted nonsense.
Nah.
We're playing ball.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
man.
sometimes like are just crap. Like Algeria, it's pure crap, man. I don't get how you win the AFCON in 2019. Then the next two you drop on the group stages, having won nothing.
Well, England won the World Cup in 1966. they've never won it again. They've never won it
But
again.
the crazy thing about this AFCON, I feel like you don't have to win a match to actually go through. I mean, look at their Congo. They haven't won a
They've
match.
drawn every game.
Yeah, every game, and now they are through to the quarterfinals.
I feel.
Yeah.
They haven't won a match.
I feel. I mean, they won on penalties, but I feel that for DRC, I think it's a team that all of us deep down, we kind of like, because of what's going on in the DRC and it's always in the news and all that, we kind of do want them to win. And those players, to me, they feel like they won it, man.
Yeah.
The guy, what's it? Can't remember his name. It begins with B. The guy who elbowed the guy for the penalty. Bro,
Is it Mbemba or something?
Chancel member.
Hey, I got it. I was watching the game. I wrote it down. That guy gave the guy a good old-fashioned African elbow. Bruh. That elbow. Batu bin Sika. His name.
Oh.
Like, I wrote it down. Listen, in the game with Egypt and Congo, the fullback Batu bin Sika just elbowed the Egyptian guy nicely. I love it. Nicely. Those are my notes. Nicely. You know that ones. You know, in football it's so delicate right now.
Yeah.
My man gave him a good 1980s elbow. I loved it.
That was
Straight
a
up.
well-deserved red card.
Yeah.
No,
He wasn't
penalty.
sent off.
He wasn't sent off.
No, he
It was
wasn't
a
sent off.
penalty.
It wasn't a penalty.
Oh, so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But Nigeria coming of age. You mentioned Nigeria and how we are. I think we played quite well against Cameroon, so I'm happy.
Yes, it was a high-tempo game.
Yeah, it was,
Compared to our group stages performance.
Yes.
Yes.
We never lit it up in the group stages. We were docile,
But
not clean.
man,
going
let me
out,
tell you,
so.
if Nigeria win, if they mess around and win this
God
AFCON, Ghana needs to move from West Africa. Someone needs to take the country out of Ghana out of West and just put it somewhere south. Next to, I don't know, Swaziland or somewhere. Lesotho.
Yeah.
Noise would be insane.
Let me tell you, Nigerians, I don't think Nigerians are as united behind the team as they are united against Ghana being
Being knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's
Okay,
insane.
that's
Loving
something
it.
new.
Loving it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk about, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's your podcast, but you know, I'm a guest here.
Yeah.
Bro, the biggest news, two biggest news is Klopp
Exit.
Klopp announcing that he's leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. Yes.
Bro, that's big.
I love it. I love it, Kabika.
Why do you love it?
I love it because that's one rival that I'm not going to worry about for the next 10 years.
Really?
Now, there's not many great coaches out there. The up-and-coming coaches, all of them are struggling. Solskjaer struggled. Ten Hag is struggling. Arteta, no trophies yet. Xavi at Barcelona also
No
wants
trophies
out.
yet.
Yeah, like 4 seasons. And then there's the likes of Xabi Alonso is the only one who's showing promise because they're like 7 points ahead of Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. So for me, Klopp, don't get me wrong, he's going to be remembered as a legend. He's going to probably sit up there with the likes of Shankly, Bob Paisley, Kenny Dalglish because in 30, he delivered the first title in 30 years.
Okay.
He gave them the 6th Champions League. He's won every single club trophy available.
True.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. But then again, he's also going to be remembered for like changing up the Premier League because that 2019 team was rampant. When you see Firmino, Mane, and Salah, and then there's Wijnaldum, Henderson, and Fabinho. Hey, brother, I was saying I'll go on a Premier League. But at the end of the day,
Wait. Stay behind the camera.
at the end of the day, I firmly believe. I think he's made this decision because he's run out of energy. It's been 9 years since 2015.
You know what? Let me tell you.
9 years.
Let me tell you. And I'm glad you mentioned like running out of energy because it's like when I watched the interview. And I watched the interview with a Liverpool fan who was quite depressed. Like,
And they all they're all depressed.
It was like I was almost like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right.
Don't cry.
Don't cry. And it's like I know, like you know, it was like one of those. But everywhere I look, I see his face. Shall remain nameless, Otis.
Wow.
But so the thing is, it's like one of those ones where I have so much respect for Klopp. And I'll give you 3 reasons. First of all, he came in and shaped a Liverpool team that was undeniably one of the greatest football teams. And it's assembled not necessarily with all big name players.
Yeah.
You get me? He took players who were decent and molded them into something that was exceptional. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Second thing that I always respected for, obviously, the Premier League, which he won. It is the COVID Premier League.
Yes.
But
Always.
he won it nevertheless, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're looking good this season. But the third thing that I respect Klopp for is last season Liverpool didn't perform too well. Fam, he's done it again.
Yeah.
And the difference between Klopp and Sir Alex Ferguson, and this is gonna upset a few United fans.
Yeah.
You're walking on eggshells, eh?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm in my house, come beat me. Literally. The thing is, Klopp is leaving the nucleus of a really good Liverpool team.
True.
As in, the team is leaving behind. Whoever comes in and gets this team
Yeah.
Has something to work
has
with.
something to work with.
Yeah.
When Fergie left,
Man United.
Old man.
he left those guys all over the place.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So he set him up for win. He's changed football. I think when I heard his interview, I actually had more respect for him.
Yeah.
But the man just says he's tired.
Yeah, he's tired. I mean, so what does that say of guys like Sir Alex and Arsene Wenger who are there for decades then?
I think also, those guys were managers of the entire club.
Yes.
And
Which is maybe more.
Yeah. And also not only that those guys were given far much more respect than the modern day manager is. Fergie could have stayed until he wanted to. He stayed until he wanted to go.
Yeah.
You get me? Nowadays, no manager is going to be given 6-7 seasons before they win to see if they're going to pan out.
Yeah.
I think Klopp, great manager, and I think it's just an insight into how hard it is for the modern manager. Because when I saw the pictures of him when he just arrived to the pictures of now, it's 9 seasons. That guy has aged, bro.
Yeah, good one.
A good
I mean,
one.
it takes a toll on you,
Yeah.
I totally agree. And I feel like what you've mentioned, like the transition period, that's why I feel like it's not going to be as bad for Liverpool. Like,
No.
like how it is for other teams. Like when Sir Alex left and Man United are just crap. Or Arsenal.
They've never recovered. United have never recovered.
Yeah, 10 years down the line. Arsenal has taken us quite some years.
Yes.
Now it's when you are looking a bit stable. But for Klopp, I feel like if he would have left last season, now the next manager would have come in, would have had a problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
But now
They
this
finished
season,
sixth,
he's gotten them together. He's gotten a team that is working, added some talent. It's not going to be hard.
You know how hard it is to watch Darwin Nunez score goals?
Yeah.
Like, as in...
As a serial.
I don't think I've ever wanted a player to flop as much as that guy. Our Father who art in heaven, please. No
Just
more
make
Darwin Nunez goals for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let me tell you something crazy. And it's weird how we hate Nunez, right? Because, of course, I'm the first one to banter him.
Yeah.
He is the first player I've seen this season, I think, was 10 goals and 10 assists from non-penalty.
Yes, exactly.
Like, he's crap, okay?
Klopp
But
masterclass.
he has them numbers.
Proper coach.
He has
Klopp
the numbers.
Yeah.
Klopp masterclass.
Yeah, he doesn't do sitters,
I mean,
of
and
course.
G is absolutely right because this guy has changed football. And speaking of changes, of course, Sportpesa have made so many changes in many people's lives this
I'm
January.
glad you remembered because I want my appearance fee. Okay.
Yeah, the factory of millionaires is growing over and over, and now the mega jackpot sits at over 347 million Kenyan shillings. So that could be you.
Wow.
Aye, all you need to do is, of course, use the pay bill number 955-100. Your phone number is the account number, and deposit 99 bob to stand a chance of joining the latest factory of millionaires. So that could be you, man.
Hold on.
Yeah.
The last time I was here, it was 523.
Yeah.
You guys have been giving away millions.
Yeah.
Just making
Like,
millionaires.
on a weekly basis, man.
On a weekly basis.
On a weekly basis.
Hey, so Sportpesa, listen, Sportpesa can make you a millionaire. Make sure you do what you need to do.
Yeah.
So Klopp, legend, man.
Yeah, big
What
time.
about you guys?
What I was gonna transition this managerial conversation from Klopp to Xavi because you mentioned managers back then could stay at the club until the point where they feel they need to transition to the next step in their life. But now, when it comes to Xavi at Barcelona, I watch that
Drubbing.
why he
Villain.
he cited
Morel.
he cited he didn't feel recently
Yeah.
There's no respect, there's no love, there's no support.
He said it's unpleasant as of now.
Being now the manager
Yes.
At the club, and then also he cited on mental. He needed
Issues,
just,
a break.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. When Pep left Barcelona, he took a year off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Went to New York, chilled, walked in the park, and all that stuff before going to Bayern Munich. Klopp has also said, I'm taking a year off before I can even think about doing anything.
Yeah.
Right? I think Barcelona, and this is another wild take for me, Barcelona, even towards the latter stages of Messi being there, I think Barcelona suffer from what I think is the Man United syndrome. As in, this is a team that was so dominant that they can't believe that they're not dominant as much as they used to be. And the players have got this attitude of, but we're Barcelona, right? In the same time, they've got a solid opponent in the shape of Real Madrid, Ancelotti, and those guys.
Yeah.
Traditional rivalry, I should say, right? So I just feel that Barcelona is that club, and even in the way they were spending erratically the last couple of seasons when they don't have money but they're trying to break the bank for this. I feel it's a club that has to find itself again. In the same way how Klopp reignited the new energy of Liverpool.
Yeah.
No manager at United has been able to find the club. Arteta has been able to reignite the new energy of Arsenal.
Yeah.
I feel that Barcelona needs a manager, and I think that going back to the club that you were a hero at is not necessarily the right thing. That's why, for real, I would love Stevie Gerrard to
go back
to
to
Liverpool.
Oh, yeah.
To mess everything, to be the new
17th place Spanish.
the new Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
I would listen. Nothing could make me happier
Than that.
than if Liverpool were to say, we are going to get Steven Gerrard.
Yeah.
And he'll come and he's talking, he'll be like, I got a lot of history with the club.
I like players like Salah.
And I'm going to bring him a friend. Yo, I would love to see Stevie G back at Liverpool just for the spectacular failure
That is going to happen.
that it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't get for Xavi, though. It's a bit crazy because he came back, yes. And then, was it his first season or the second? And
The first season, won the league, made a record there of fewest.
20 goals all season conceded.
Yeah.
Whole season.
defensive.
Now you've
And
considered
then
like how many?
immediately now we move on to this other season. It's the opposite.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't understand that. Like something really, I think gonna be behind the
know,
scenes with the club.
The thing
I
is,
don't get it.
Yeah.
success means doing it and doing it. I mean, look at you guys, WildCard. Look where you guys started.
Yes, sir.
But every single week you turn up, every single week you do it. Every single week when I watch this, I'm like, I'm really like, success is not just doing a good show.
Yeah.
Success is doing it
season.
over and over and over again.
Yeah.
That's why Pep is successful. That's why Klopp is successful. He won in his first season.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now it's disastrous.
Yeah.
So the thing about it, at the end of the day, okay, you won that one, but you're only as good as your last game. You're only as good as your last season.
Yeah.
And Barcelona is a very weird club in terms of how they see themselves vis-a-vis where they actually are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I think they're caught up in this because I think there's a difference between a club and a team.
Yes.
So a club never changes, right?
Yes.
So it's always going to be Barcelona won this and that. They won Germany Champions League and that. But the team that is there now is not reminiscent of the ones that they had with Xavi and Messi.
Let me give you an
Iniesta.
analogy, right?
Yeah.
It's like Sportpesa are now gonna get into are gonna sponsor the Sportpesa Sevens, right?
Yeah.
Now, we all watch Kenya Cup.
Yes.
Do you guys know which team has won the most Kenya Cups
Wait.
in Kenya?
Don't say KCB.
No,
Nondies.
Can Harlequins?
Nondies.
Yes.
No. Nondies?
Yes, Nondies. But are Nondies the greatest team now?
No.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barcelona have won so much in Spain.
Yeah.
They have to acknowledge the fact that they're not there
Yeah,
now.
anymore. Yeah.
For me, this Xavi thing, I think it comes at the wrong time. Listen, veering from it aside, Ten Hag, look what other managers are doing. They are quitting, so follow suit. But anyway, when it comes to Xavi, from a Real Madrid standpoint, I wanted him to stay so that they suffer more. But when you say you're leaving on 30th of June, so are the players going to change for you now up until the end of the season? I don't think so. Listen, right now, if he wants to save his, of course he's leaving. He's decided he's leaving. But if he wants to make something out of this second half of the season, go with the youngsters. I think this season the only players who've been playing for him are probably Gavira and maybe Yamal. Other than that, the likes of Lewandowski, the likes of De Jong, Ten Hag, go get your man De Jong and go to Barcelona, please. They haven't worked for him.
So what do you? I mean, we moved off of the Liverpool conversation, but what do you think about the replacement being mooted for Jurgen Klopp?
Likes of Alonso? Well, I don't know. I don't think Alonso should take that move yet, in my opinion. Okay, I know he has had one full season. This is the first full season he has had a Bayer Leverkusen, and he's killing it, right? But now transiting to Liverpool, which is a club that is on a higher pedestal than Bayer Leverkusen, the pressure will be different. So what happens if things don't work? And I know it's not going to take like $1 million or whatever to get Liverpool back in terms of buying talent and everything. I just feel like he should maybe just another 1 year.
Yeah, because it would end up like Graham Potter.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. And then all of a sudden, you are darling of Liverpool fans. All of a sudden, they're baying for your head.
Right.
Yeah, so I think Alonso maybe should not. So, but the question is who now?
I haven't been here for a while.
Yeah.
It's not for me to give you a podcast title. But I think that it would look good on the screen if it said Stevie G is the best choice for Liverpool. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You know, subjectively, I would want that. You know,
you're so against Liverpool, even though we play them this weekend.
But that's the problem. I'm not against Liverpool.
Yeah.
So growing up, right? I'm older than you guys. Growing up in the UK, Liverpool were the team.
Yeah.
I would never turn around and say like, what you guys can remember the dominance of Manchester United.
Yes.
Me, I can remember the dominance of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Liverpool were dominant domestically
and in European.
in European.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
If you think about some of the legends that have come from Liverpool, if you go back to the days of Ian Rush, Kenny Dalglish, you go to Robbie Fowler, John Barnes. John Barnes is Jamaican, and I'm telling you, as much as he got some crazy opinions now, that guy was a baller.
Yeah.
A proper baller.
Yeah.
And then you come through even this modern era of the Stevie Gs and the Carragers and not Carragher, but all those guys.
Carragher.
Yeah. You can't. Liverpool have history.
Yes, they do.
And when I was at school, Liverpool was the team that everybody supported.
Okay.
For me, I was just always different. So I was just hell no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We are different as Arsenal fans. We move different.
But I'll tell you something though. The first team that I supported wasn't Arsenal.
I know which one.
And I don't know, none of you, maybe you might know.
I do.
You might know, but I did not support.
Is it in the Prem right now?
No, they're in the
Championship?
probably below there now.
National League?
I don't even know where they are. Let me tell you. In fact, this is trivia. In fact, the answer is next week, right? I won't be here next week, but send these guys the answer. Which football team did I support before I supported Arsenal?
Yeah.
The truth may shock you.
All right.
I know you could never guess. But
Yeah.
anyway, we'll move.
Yeah, sure
I
thing.
think I have the answer.
Go on.
Gor Mahia. Think about it. Gor Mahia is one of the only teams to have been great since literally
days.
day one.
Yeah.
Since 1968.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And the good thing about Gor Mahia is they stand a chance to be arrested.
Did this guy
This Saturday. Saturday.
Sensational. Sensational.
That transition was sensational. Hey,
They have
What
a
even
chance-
arrested?
that was an assist.
They have a chance to be okay. They stand a chance to be arrested this weekend when they play Kenya Police. You remember Logarusic, former
yeah.
Gor Mahia manager, will be there.
Yeah.
But this is the reason why I'm happy. Nyaassh Stadium is back, and this is the first time after I don't know how long, but we are playing at Nyaassh Stadium Saturday 3 p.m. I will be there.
Yeah.
And then Sunday kina Waudo pale AFC versus K-Sharks. Same stadium, Nyaassh stadium.
AFC still play football?
Yes.
They're actually improving in the positions on the table.
Yes.
Okay.
Their form has been great.
Yeah.
You guys, by the way, you weren't here last
You weren't here last
weekend.
week.
What happened?
You weren't here
You
last
have to
weekend.
answer.
What's
you
up?
have to
What's
answer
up?
for your crime.
Not only
going
did
on?
we
Telling
beat
people
you
that
guys.
Kapaito will beat Omala.
Yes.
Did Omala score?
Did Tusker win?
Did Omala score?
Did Tusker?
Did you see the goal that you guys conceded?
I was-
That free kick.
I was a bit disappointed when you had Amala on the podcast, though.
Why?
To find out he's a Man United fan.
You know?
Big
That was,
Oh, yeah.
that was a
Like-
big,
Greatest
you know,
episode.
And then he looks up to Jesus. I'm like, what?
It's very disappointing.
Yeah, it was disappointing. I mean, yeah, we lost to Gor Mahia 1-0.
Lost and gave away a clean sheet.
Yeah. You guys are good.
Yes.
Not you
Say-
guys.
say it again.
Not
Say
you
it
guys.
again.
Not you guys.
Louder.
So yeah, you beat us. It's okay. I'll take that.
You guys play Bidco United, so hopefully for you guys that's a quick 3 point.
Quick one.
mafuta
Sijui kuna pombe na
Machafu
mafuta
na
isha.
mafuta ziamba.
Tunatumianga mafuta kupika pombe kweli? I don't know, man. But you're beating Bidco United, of course. Yeah.
So for Parker, do play KCB. Pale. And then nikiangalia hapa Muranga Seals play Bandari.
Have
Kings
they
of Banter.
again?
Yes.
Kings of Banter.
Oh, boy.
Sportpesa Arena.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to say something about Bandari, but their social media guy is fierce.
Yeah.
So me, I'm trying to stay away from it. Hey, the
Now,
social-
but I feel like they need to win, Bana. They are not been winning for a minute.
Yeah.
Whether they play home or
they need
away,
to-
they're
yeah.
getting beat like some club in England. So they need to get
Like
some
United.
points. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I think that you guys are a bit hard on United, though. Pause.
No.
I think that like United. Oh, sorry.
Andy's taught you this.
Sorry, it's the wrong podcast. Sorry, guys, it's the wrong podcast. This is a serious sport podcast. I'm sorry. I think you guys have been a bit too rough on Manchester United, though.
How so?
I feel like even when they do win, like guys just still lay into them. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I think they need a bit of love and affection from their fans. Do you know what I mean? I think Man United fans are actually more toxic than Arsenal fans.
Absolutely.
And that has always been.
Absolutely.
Man United, Chelsea fans.
Nah.
Toxic
I don't
fans
think
over
they help their case though, because if you check like their latest performance, like you mentioned, Newport County, you're
Newport,
struggling against Newport
And
County.
Newport. They're in League 2, not even the Championship.
Yeah, you should be battling those guys.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of the FA Cup. They call it the magic of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Like it's that kind of, because think about it. It's like you go to a small stadium like Newport County, maybe no more than 5,000 fans.
Yeah.
Like that atmosphere must be like so personal. Like
Even the Newport players are looking at, this is Casemiro, this is Varane.
Yeah. So I think they
They're
did
starstruck.
well.
They're
Do you know what I
starstruck.
mean?
Yeah.
Somebody said that stadium looks like Camp Toyoyo.
Yeah, but then you see, that's the beauty, I think, of like even Sportpesa being involved in grassroots football. Not just go Maya, and I mean, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but there's going to be a lot more happening with Sportpesa in terms of getting down there into the grassroots.
Yeah.
It's so important because one thing that we know about the UK is even though Newport County might be in the second division, trust me, they play to 5,000 or 6,000 people every single week.
Yeah.
You know me, and that provides a route into the Premier League for many, many players.
Yeah. True.
So I think that's so important that like even when companies like Sportpesa invest in football and like I think I might have just let the cat out of the bag, but also like from a very grassroots perspective, it's gonna help the players who are down there
get
to
exposure.
find a route up into the mainstream.
Elevation.
You know what I mean?
It's elevation.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
G, I have a question for you. There's this team called Maidstone United.
Yes, Maidstone is in a place called Kent.
Yes, they played against Ipswich Town
Yeah.
and they beat them. They beat Ipswich Town 1-2. But it was a big deal for the guys from Maidstone. Why is it?
Right. So, ironically, the team that I used to support was Ipswich.
Nice.
That's random. I was the biggest Ipswich Town fan because when I was at primary school, they were in the English Football League.
Yeah.
They never actually won it. They was second and third. They had some legendary footballers. One of the guys on TalkSport right now, Alan Brazil, who's actually played for them. There are guys like Paul Marino who went on to captain England. Steve Archer. No, was that Steve? Yeah, Steve Archer left Ipswich. He went to Tottenham and had a great career. So Ipswich was actually my team.
Oh, nice.
It's big because Maidstone and Ipswich, in terms of levels, are two different. Like Maidstone's a very like Maidstone in Kent is like a very suburban area. Like and Ipswich is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ipswich is somewhere in a place called, is it East Anglia, somewhere further up, but it's a bigger club.
Yeah.
So it's a bigger club than Maidstone. You know what I mean?
So it's like Newport beating Manchester United.
No,
something
because
like that.
they can be in the same league or thereabouts, but one is a big. It's like, for example, Fulham and Chelsea are both West London clubs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Chelsea is
Bigger.
the bigger club.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
So it's just one of those ones, you know?
Yeah.
Brentford, like people forget that Brentford is also a West London club. You know what I mean? So it's just in case that, like, in North London, you have Tottenham and you have Arsenal. Arsenal is a big club.
Yeah.
Spurs is just there.
Yeah.
Extra
Just a
small.
big
Yeah.
You know, like
Extra
a small
small.
club.
It's
Extra
a big
small.
stadium. This is a big club versus a big stadium. Man.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Speaking of stadiums and clubs and players, man,
Yeah.
this is my favorite part of the show.
I'm leaving. Is it
Yeah.
trivia? Is it trivia?
Trivia.
No,
Please tell me it's about
Trivia.
spelling, because Jimani
No,
is back.
Bring it on.
no.
Bring
It's
it
not
on.
even about spelling. I'm just gonna make it simple for you guys.
All right. Please.
What's it
Basically,
about?
what has just happened this weekend?
This weekend.
This weekend.
This weekend. This weekend.
man.
This one is easy. I can already.
Now, what you guys don't see behind the scenes is before this show was filmed, I kept on saying to the producers, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be on camera.
Yeah.
The reason is not because of the football. The reason is because of this trivia thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't the best student, and I'm not saying I'm gonna lose,
Yeah. But you're not
But-
saying, but I don't think you're gonna win either.
but I might.
I don't know that there's anyone who's happier here than him.
Bro.
Because he always takes an L and
You
when
won
you're here.
last time.
I'm always winning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Is money on the line today? Because I always win when money is on the line.
Hey, my appearance fee. Thank you. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, what happens is I ask questions, they write. You guys also get to participate at home, and whoever gets the most wins.
All right.
Simple. We start with Klopp. Announcing he's leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. My question to you guys is, for how long has Klopp been at Liverpool? If you
How
want
long
a
or how-
hint,
Yeah.
it can be seasons, it can be years.
Okay.
It'll be once the season is over.
Yes,
how
of
long
course,
it'll have
of
been.
course, of course. Hint, Gia already said it.
Hey,
I think we have to mathematically check this because I am more correct than they are. 8.5 years. Can't be 9.
I put 9.
Answer is 90.
It's
Good
8.5
stuff.
years.
Good
Answer
stuff.
is 9.
That's
Came
it.
in
That's it.
December 2015.
That's it. That's it. He
Was
said
the season
nine.
over?
He said, no, he came in October.
The
Actually.
season is over.
He came in October. Yeah.
Are you arguing with the referee? Red card.
I know, right? Like, yo.
I want my 1 point. At least I'm not going to end up with 0 this week.
At
Let's
least.
go.
Okay, second question.
Mambo
We guys
Ganya.
have talked about Klopp winning everything, right?
Yes.
But there was one season he did not win.
Anything.
Yes.
But that's a while because there were so many of them.
Bruh.
There's
Yep.
been so many over the night.
Which season is that?
We didn't win anything.
Yes.
Stop
Yeah.
giving G answers.
What? He didn't win anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on a minute.
I was just going, yeah.
Where are we now? 24.
You're asking the invigilator.
Wait. Ready? I'm ready.
You're asking for leakage?
No, I think he didn't win nothing that year.
Which is that?
Which is that?
Hey, I'm not talking to you guys. You got it?
23 is just a number, though.
Yeah,
Now,
it's,
which season?
it's not a
The
season, man.
question is which season?
Yeah.
Bro, let me tell you.
Alright.
How technical do you want to go?
Which is for example.
Okay. He has not won anything for 23-24.
The season is not over.
It's not a
Exactly. So he's still not won.
But yeah,
got
you
one.
said
There's
it's
a whole
23, 24.
season. There's a whole season.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, what about you?
I put
22,
22, 23 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Sawa
15,
basi.
16 also.
So I see.
Am I right?
Cool. Yeah.
2, what?
Yeah.
2-1.
Why do you don't want to keep scores when I'm winning?
Sir, third question.
All right.
We guys have talked about Anthony. and him scoring this weekend. Finally scoring.
From April last year.
Yes, from April last year versus Nottingham Forest. So, G, this one should be easy for you. How many goals and assists does he have?
So far.
Yes, in the Premier League.
This season.
In the Premier League.
In the Premier League?
The Premier League.
This season?
Yes.
Forever.
In the Premier League?
But this season?
Yes.
In the Premier League?
I think he has quite a couple.
Venant, you just decided to embarrass me. You're embarrassing me.
Embarrass
In the
them.
Premier League?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yo.
No. Hold on.
Pens down. Pens down.
Will that even count now?
This is my answer. You seen?
Jesus Christ.
0. Yeah, man.
So far, how's this goes? Who's leading?
3-3-2.
3-3-2.
Yeah.
We touched on AFCON.
Yes.
Oh.
We touched on Nigeria, we touched on Angola, we touched on Cameroon, Egypt, and the likes. So how many times has Cameroon won AFCON?
Oh my days.
Goddamn.
That's easy.
It was a very bad.
That's easy.
How many times?
If you guess.
Jesus. Oh my days.
How many times they've won the AFCON?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Viadi angalia umse.
VAR, look at G. I don't know.
Let me see. 4. The answer is 5G. It's 5.
What is 5?
5
The
times.
answer is 5.
Where?
1980, 19,
Yeah.
84, 88, 2000, 2002,
2002.
the one I watched,
Yeah,
2017, the one where this Liverpool guy did not go.
Joel Matip.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's saying 5 times.
Nyaassh is
Yeah.
leading now. Okay.
4-3.
4-3-3.
Or 4-3.
Still on AFCON, this one is an easy one.
All right.
No, don't give him an easy.
Come. Easy.
Bring it.
It's so easy. Who's AFCON's top scorer?
What, this time around?
Yes.
That old guy.
The name or the team?
Name.
The player?
Yeah.
I think
Hey.
it is this guy from Equatorial
Wait, no.
Guinea.
I-
From
wait,
Equatorial Guinea.
everybody
Yeah.
writes fast and then we show.
This brother, to give G a clue, he missed a penalty.
Yeah. A top scorer missing a penalty.
he
Can you
was
imagine that?
How old is
Anyway, you guys can chill. I got the answer.
How old is Abu Bakar?
Vincent Abubakar.
Yeah.
Probably 31.
31.
Okay, I've got the answer.
Okay, let's all show.
No. I'm showing my answer.
We show us we see.
No.
Anthony?
Nsue.
Can't be Mo Salah.
Beautiful.
Right.
Not Salah.
This is correct.
This is correct. Oh, this is correct.
correct.
It's ambiguous, so he's still in the race.
I won't get half a point for that.
Yeah, 5
Emilio Nsue,
Yeah.
Equatorial Guinea, 4 goals.
Yes, sir.
He's played 4 games, 5 goals.
How many
Yeah.
questions have you asked so far?
1, 2,
5.
Nyaassh has all.
Because
Yeah.
the contract says 6, else they have to give me more money for the appearance fee.
5.
Sawa basi.
All right.
So who's leading?
Aye.
Nyaassh, 5-4.
Let me
Three,
give
not
let me
Salah.
give Gian just a 1, 2, easy
Why?
one.
Yeah,
Then we
okay.
call it.
Why?
So, how many games has Burnley won in the Premier League?
Come,
Bro.
Oh, man.
come on.
Thought we were doing AFCON.
This is an easy one. This is a
I
point
can't
for
relate
G.
to company stuff, man.
Yeah, like sisi tukiwa huko juu tunajuaje watu wako chini venye wanaperform.
It's a
Burnley.
guess, by the way.
I
Burnley.
remember there's the 5-0 against Sheffield. But
True. At home.
It can be more than 3, man.
let me guess that. I'm going there.
Let me see.
Fuck it.
2, 2, 2. You guys are wrong. The answer is 3.
So
Fucking
you
do
guys
it.
lose points, but for getting it wrong.
Is that it? Yeah,
That's it.
always a pleasure. Always
Oh,
a pleasure.
man. I
who's
hate
the winner?
trivia.
I am.
Nyaassh.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Fantastic. This is where I'm used to be.
Can't
Taking
win when
back,
there's no mola. Yeah.
taking back my crown. Now I just need some tunes, when. Yeah. All right. So we have some Premier League matches. You want to take us through some fantasy Premier League?
Fantasy Premier League.
Yeah.
Come on. Before we even talk about our teams and what we are thinking about, let me just go straight to the point. FPL tip of the week. Honestly, pick attacking defenders right now in FPL. Forget even about clean sheets, because as I've said in the previous episodes, clean sheets in this season aren't guaranteed. So the likes of Trent, Pedro Porro, Robertson, Ben White, or those attacking players you should be invested in. Yeah. Now, the players to pick for this week. I have Everton versus Spurs. I have McNeil. If you're looking for those cheap...
Dwight.
Dwight McNeil. If you're looking for those cheap players to fill in your FPL team. The reason why I say this, it's because this guy has been on... Whenever Everton score, it's usually him most of the time. And also Spurs do concede. So that's why I have him over there. Of course, if you have the Kina Pedro Porro, if you have Kina Richarlison, do stick with them.
Wait. Do Spurs have likes of Romero and Van de Ven back? Because that's like their core.
Van de Ven is back. Van de Ven is back.
Yes. Number 2, Fulham attack versus Burnley. Remember, Burnley have just won 3 games this season. I'm even surprised they've still stuck by...
Company.
Honestly,
they can't do better than that, can they?
And I've talked about Fulham attack before. Decode Reed. Talked about...
Raul? Raul Jimenez?
Raul Jimenez.
Not really.
Willian,
yes. There's one more. They're just mids from Fulham. I wanted to ask you guys, this is just a quick one. Do you think Raul Jimenez is a flop at Fulham?
I don't think he is.
Not yet.
Flop at Fulham?
Not yet.
Not yet.
So we give him time?
Give him some more time.
He has 4 goals, I think, or 5.
Yeah.
There was no expectations anyway, so.
Game time.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So 3, Brighton to score goals versus Palace. So
I can see that.
So Estupinan is back. FPL managers. Estupinan is back. He's being played. Like when you look at this weekend game, they scored 5 goals. Estupinan was played as a midfielder. So
really,
that's a cheat code for FPL managers. You can buy him.
Pedro
Porro is João Pedro is also among the people who I want you guys to consider. Gordon, Trippier, Isak. I'm talking about Newcastle versus Luton Town. These are like long-term investments that you guys need to consider. Solanke, Senesi, and Brooks for Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest. Lastly, Bowen. I think Kudus is back.
He should
and
be back.
James Ward-Prowse versus Manchester United.
You
guys have been conceding goals. And when you're playing versus West Ham, a team that humbled Arsenal.
Set pieces, bro.
Yes.
Where are they playing at? Old Trafford?
Yeah, Old Trafford.
Even though it doesn't matter really.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So, how's your teams like?
Oh, of course.
If you look, do you guys... and also there's a blank game week coming up. Game week 26, I think. Liverpool. There are like 4 teams who have a blank game week. So you guys plan accordingly. I think that will be the week I personally will use the free hit chip.
Well, I mean, you're asking about how my teams are doing?
Our teams are,
Well, I can see that in the Homeboys Radio League, I am number 1.
Nice.
I can see in the USIU League, I am number 2. I can see in but the only league I want to win is one called Customers. I'm number 8.
Okay.
So I need to fix it up. But I'm not doing so bad. A lot of green arrows, you know what I mean? So I'm happy.
I'm looking forward to improve because as you guys see,
red arrows.
I'm on red arrows so far. I did not perform very well last week.
So,
but the good thing is I'm not shook. I'm still confident I'm finishing.
So basically don't listen to Fernand. Right.
Yeah, maybe you should listen to me because I have a lot of green
arrows in my life. All right, has this been the wild card?
Yeah.
All right, this has been the wild card powered by Sportpesa. Don't forget, they are the company that makes millionaires. How do they make millionaires, Brian?
Bro, it's very simple. All you have to do is use the pay bill number 955-100. Of course, your phone number is the account number. And only 99 bob is all you require for you to join the latest factory of millionaires. And remember, the jackpot now sits at over 347 million Kenyan shillings.
I've just realized.
I do that money.
You guys don't have a Liverpool shirt up here, or do you?
Yeah,
there is one away kid. Okay, yeah. I was wondering. Oh, okay. I thought you guys were biased.
Nah.
Okay, so, cool.
Just a little bit.
All right, man. Peace.